Also, why do they only get this long and then stop? I'm thankful because I don't really want them to be like, woo, that'd be too much.
Imagine.
Imagine your hot dogs. They're just
Is it like just one big hot dog that grows?
I think it's one hot dog.
Jonesy
Yeah.
and Ray, just wondering.
Welcome back to Just Wondering podcast, where we will surprise each other with whatever topics come to mind. We literally know nothing and have made a rule to never research before recording. So buckle up.
We're your hosts. I'm Jones.
And I'm Ray. And Jones, I was just wondering about hair.
What? What do you mean? Just like
hair on humans.
Hair on humans?
Yes. So some examples would be like, you know how there's very different textures to different hair on your bodies?
Okay.
And some of it seems like very useful and some of it seems like not very useful.
Okay, yeah.
Like, for example, the hair on your head, I don't know why that's there, first of all.
I guess like it started out that it was for like warmth, right? Like that's why people were like the Neanderthals were so hairy. To like keep
Yeah,
them
and I
warm.
guess in the wintertime you're told to wear a hat because most of the heat escapes from the top of your head, right?
Yeah, which is like surprising why evolution hasn't stopped people from balding then.
And like, how come it never stops growing? Or like kind of does it? Because I feel like some people, they get like a max amount. It grows to a certain length. Like,
I think that's because if you don't like cut it enough, then it like you get split ends and then
so it just breaks off, but it keeps growing.
Yeah, or like if it's split all the way up, then it doesn't grow anymore. Maybe it's like dead.
Can it split all the way up to the root?
I don't know.
I don't know either. But you're like, if it splits all the way up, then it dies.
Or does it become two pieces of hair?
I don't know.
I think probably the main reason for hair on your head is fashion.
Yes.
Yeah. So
we got that going for us.
This is beauty. This is glamour. This is us. Yeah, I think hair on your head, pretty good. I know we had some fan mail asking about eyebrows.
We were told that eyelashes, evolutionarily, it makes sense to have them to take things out of your eyes.
Yeah. Remember when I burnt my eyelashes off on the barbecue?
Yeah. Did you get more stuff in your eyes?
I feel like I always have things in my eyes. But
you know what I get in my eyes a lot?
Eyelashes.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I get a lot of eyelashes in my eyes. I also have a double row of eyelashes on the left side.
You do?
You told me that.
Oh.
I knew it already. I did know it already. But one day you were like, wow, did you know you have 2 rows of eyelashes? And I said, yeah, only on the left side. And you're like, oh yeah, only on the left side. Why is that? That's a question. Yeah, I was just wondering, why do I have double eyelashes on the left eyelid?
Maybe you had a twin in utero. And you only got their eyelashes.
It's somehow in this eyelid. Do you think there's a human in there?
I don't know, maybe.
I have no twins in my family, so it's very unlikely.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so eyelashes make sense.
Mm-hmm.
But our viewer was saying that eyebrows don't make sense.
Yes, but you had just said pre-recording that you think that it also does keep other things from getting into your eyes because it's kind of like a little ledge or something.
Yeah,
right?
that's like the frontal lobe.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like sweat. So your sweat doesn't go in your eyes.
Yeah. And then we were also talking about how we can both raise one eyebrow. So that's pretty cool. And then that led me to think that having facial expressions that really show what we're thinking and what we're feeling is those didn't tell me anything about what you're thinking or feeling. But I think that would be an evolutionary advantage.
Sorry, I was looking at my eyebrows. Yes, I think so too because of communication.
it's also useful at this moment because when I worked in a factory, I had to wear a mask very often, but I wanted people to be able to know what I was feeling. Like, am I smiling? So instead of just smiling this, I practice very hard to smile with my eyes and be very expressive with my eyes and eyebrows so that even if this much of my face is covered, you can still read my expression.
You can imagine. I don't have any eyebrows.
Just pause and think for a minute. If your eyebrows were made out of hot dogs, what would that mean for you and your family?
It like, so that would it grow out like the hot dog would just be like this?
Yeah.
Do they come off easy? So for like never ending meals, like you could just have hot dogs whenever you wanted.
Well, how long does it take for eyebrows to grow back?
I never once shaved my eyebrows off.
Or what about when you pluck your eyebrows? Right? So
I
it
think
takes like a week or
days.
so.
Yeah.
Before, but it doesn't even like, also, why do they only get this long and then stop? I'm thankful because I don't really want them to be like, woo, that'd be too much.
Imagine.
Imagine your hot dogs. They're just
Is it like just one big hot dog that grows?
I think it's one hot dog. Yeah.
Okay. I think that would be good because I really love to eat hot dogs.
It would mean food security for you and your family.
Right now, it's really just me here. So
You're your own family.
Yeah.
You'd be providing for yourself, though.
Yeah.
What do you think it would mean for me as someone that doesn't eat meat?
Would you grow meat hot dog eyebrows, or would you grow veggie hot dog eyebrows because your body's full of vegetables?
I think I would still grow meat hot dogs because my fingers aren't carrots. My body still is made of meat.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
I think that you would also then be able to provide for other people, but not yourself.
So, like, you would eat your eyebrows if they were made out of hot dogs?
Well, if I needed to, I guess.
And do you think that would be more useful than the hair eyebrows that we currently have?
Health-wise, like, hot dogs aren't really that good for you. So, like, it's probably not good to have access to hot dogs that often, especially as someone like me who really likes hot dogs.
Right. Okay.
So,
so we'd rather keep the hair.
I'd rather keep hair eyebrows. And then if you ate your own eyebrows, would that mean that you're a cannibal?
I think so.
Oh.
Yeah. And if you like grew your hot dog eyebrows and fed them to other people, that's sick.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I don't like that.
I don't want hot dog eyebrows. Take it back.
Yeah. Would they have to make like laws about whether or not you could eat in or share your hot dog eyebrows with other people? There must be a law in place if people started growing hot dog eyebrows.
Yeah, probably.
They'd have to make up a new law.
And would it be like, it obviously wouldn't be just like regular hot dogs. It would be like, because you know hot dogs is like filler meat, so then would it be like the filler meat of your own body? That's too much. I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Okay, let's go back to hair.
Yeah, let's talk about hair. Okay.
So there's other parts of your body. So the reason I was thinking about eyebrows was partly because they stop growing at a certain length, but so does like most of the rest of your body hair, right? Does all of your body hair stop growing at a certain length other than the hair on top of your head?
I don't usually like test that theory.
But like my arm hair doesn't get longer, right? It just gets to a certain length and stops growing.
The only hair on my arm that gets longer is the hair that grows out of this mole.
Yeah, why is there sometimes just one hair that grows longer? Like, you know how it's like some people just have like one like juts out of their neck like that?
Yeah, I got one and I pluck it
Yeah.
out. Yeah, I don't know why it stops growing. I don't like it. I have like strangely a lot of hair like right here.
Yeah, me too.
Like,
yeah.
And I don't notice it in my everyday life unless I'm looking in one of those like magnified, I was gonna say cameras, but I meant mirror. And then I see them. And then one time Sarah told me it's because I don't get my eyebrows waxed.
It's true, they pull it off.
Yeah.
I've had my eyebrows waxed a couple times. I actually prefer it because then I don't have to do the work of plucking my eyebrows, but I don't usually go to get it done. But also I didn't know how to unibrow until they waxed it off because you can't see it, but you sure as hell feel it when they wax that off.
I've never had my eyebrows waxed. I think, yeah, like hair on your skin is to keep you warm.
Yeah.
And
So like
then,
including on your arms and like on your
yeah,
stomach and everything. Yeah.
yeah, like all of that body hair is to keep you warm.
Pubic hair, I guess.
Hmm.
Yeah, I
And you
was
were
wondering
asking
if it
about?
was like if it was the same as eyelashes and eyebrows and stuff. Like maybe is it to prevent things from getting inside of your body as well?
Probably. It's probably a bit of both. And you were asking before about armpit hair.
Yeah. Why do we have that?
I think it's because that's a place that heat leaves your body, except then we just like take it off. I hate being warm. Take this off. It's gonna be cold.
I'm usually warm enough, so honestly,
Yeah,
as well.
me too.
Yeah.
Do you think that there's any hair on your body that you really, really, really don't need?
Yeah, I think the hair on my knuckles and on like my big toe.
Yeah, my big toe is so hairy too. Yeah, I could probably go without that. Why do you think that only men grow beards? Like, I know that
I
that
was
has
just thinking that because I was thinking about like if I had a mustache, I would look just like my dad.
You would. I just like, I know obviously there's like, it's like because of different hormones, but like why through, I just like wonder why through evolution was it that, is it, do you think it's because it's like a mating feature or like?
It could be a mating feature. Yeah, it could be like that's
Yeah.
what like how it makes them look fancy, I guess, right? Like it doesn't, but like how cardinals the male is red or like peacocks the male is colorful.
Or how like a
Like
lion male has a mane.
yeah, it just draws more attention to them and makes them look like bigger and more aggressive, I guess. So like you would think that they're like a
Ah.
stronger mate. Alternatively, do you think in like hunter-gatherer society it's possible that because they were out maybe more and further and for longer periods of time, they needed more protection from the elements?
Maybe. Let's call Charles Darwin.
Yeah.
Can we call a friend?
Yeah. Darwin, do we have eyebrows so that we can make facial expressions at people? And why
Yeah,
can I
then,
not grow a beard?
can you imagine though what you would look like if you didn't have eyebrows?
I was also thinking like, would you actually be willing to take off your hot dog eyebrows just to eat them? Because then you would have no eyebrows. I feel like you would probably leave them on.
I would leave them on unless I like had like unless it was like my last resort.
Yeah.
This
Or
is
you could
your
like
last
you can
resort.
take them off and then you can get eyebrows tattooed on.
Oh, my grandma has that. Maybe she doesn't want people to know that. I don't know.
I don't really want people to know about my hairy big toe, but that's what this is all about. We're just spitting truths, okay?
But now getting your eyebrows tattooed is like pretty normal because I think microblading is just a fancy name for tattooing eyebrows.
I think it is, yeah.
Right?
You know what I'm really grateful for? So like, yeah, maybe I would have grown a mustache probably if I could grow facial hair. What I am thankful for is that men typically have longer nose and ear hairs. I'm glad mine are like small and stay inside.
Oh yeah, me too. I never found like I've never really seen an ear hair on myself.
No, I think they're just small ones inside. Yeah.
Maybe.
So before we go, I was also just wondering, what are you drinking?
Yes.
Miller Lite.
That's right, baby. It's Miller time.
One day you should surprise me.
I should surprise you. I actually only the other day I was drinking Miller Lite and I only had this one left and I didn't think that I would go to the beer store, so then I had to hide it from myself. I set myself up for success. What kind of beer are you drinking today?
I'm drinking Canuck from Great Lakes Brewery.
Ooh, that's my favorite one.
Yeah, it's really good.
Hey, that guy has a beard.
He does.
Cheers.
All right, so we need to know what you guys know about hair.
Like, yeah, what do you know
all
about
of hair? And if you would also want hot dog eyebrows.
Yeah, and maybe what you think the most useless hair you have is.
And the most useful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I think that this one has some real answers. So if you guys could dig in and get some research done and let us know, I do want to know about hair.
Yes.
You can follow us on Instagram at just.wondering.podcast, or you can email us at justwonderingpodcast.ray@gmail.com. Looking forward to hearing from you.
Bye.
Bye. Just think for a minute. If your eyebrows were made of hot dogs, what would that
Pardon?